welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here with Matthew for an emergency All-Stars 5 live cast reveal. I don't know if this is all the names, but Matthew, how are you feeling? You know who's on the list. I have no idea who, well, I have some ideas of who's on the list. How are you feeling on cast reveal day?
This is my favorite day for the challenge. It's when there's hope and optimism, and then the season actually starts, and all the people I like go home immediately. So now I just get to be hopeful and optimistic for the next few months, and ultimately probably end up disappointed. But we don't want to think about the disappointment now. Now we just get to be thankful for some of the names that we do have.
Some of the names that we do have. Yes, so we've been speculating, on our Challenge All Stars coverage of who these five, like the names of season 5 are going to be. We've already kind of been a little bit disappointed with some of the speculated names. From the thumbnail, I had heard in the past that a lot of people from the Vacation Alliance were going to be there, which does not excite me. But I don't know who Gamer has officially, unofficially, whatever, dropped for season 5. So I guess I'm half excited, half not excited. I don't know. I don't know what I am. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, and I think there's still more information, like even after we go through the list that we don't know yet. So like, right now, it's a very uneven amount of women and men. So right now there's 17 women that have been named, which is pretty high for all stars in general, but only 11 men. So yeah, it's very uneven. I'm guessing some of these women are probably alternates, or there's more men to come, or some people are just falsely reported as being on. So I think there's still a little bit more info. So I would say probably need to take some of this with a grain of salt, because there's definitely more info to come over the next day or so.
So you're saying that there are how many men and how many women reported right now?
As of now, 11 men and 17 women. But Gamer did kind of drop a bomb very recently saying that there's another massive name that they're still waiting to announce, and it's a woman as well. So that would make it 18 women and 11 men. So definitely that's not accurate. There's going to be some alternates. There's going to be some more men added. So we'll see.
Is there any chance that it could just be an all-female all-star season?
Well, there are 11 men, so that would be strange.
Well, it's like just get
Um,
rid of the men and just add on the women and just go down that road.
The thing is, like, the rumor is that it is a rival season, so I guess, like, theoretically, it doesn't have to be even in terms of the amount of men and women. But I would still think it would be pretty close to even if it's not like I doubt it would be 18 men. It was 18 women, 11 men. Um, but I wouldn't be shocked if maybe it was like 18 and 16 at the end, or
That's
16 and
huge, though.
14. Yeah,
It's
it's a
pretty
big, it's honestly, what's the difference between this and
40.
season 41? It's pretty big. This is like a normal size cast, but we'll see. I'm guessing there are some alternates though.
So when they had so when it was the rivals season when Anissa was with Rachel, that was a mixed rivals cast, right? Because there was some, or was it all like men and women? Like, do you remember like the stats for that one?
Well, that was X's. So,
Oh
but
shoot.
they did
But
do
still.
Final Reckoning, where there were some male female pairs and some same gender pairs as well. I don't know what the total was in terms of this split amongst the whole cast, but like Kara was partners with Marie, Tony was with Bananas, and then there was like Hunter and Ashley were together, Joss and Sylvia. So it
Which
was
which season
it
was
wasn't
that
an equal
again?
split. That was Final Reckoning
Let's see.
31 or 32.
Hold on, we could just pull that up to see. I can quickly, hopefully, count how many men. So, okay, for the women, let's see, one, two. Oh, it might have ended up being even, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Wait,
never going to be that different.
one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 women, and one, two, three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 men. So what was I said, 18 and 16? Okay.
Yeah, so, like, something like
So,
that is entirely possible, like, similar to the Anissa and Rachel, like, obviously, that was exes, so all the pairs were male-female except there was 2 extra female, so, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it's a paired season if there was a slight difference, but 18 to 11 is just way too much there, plus, we're gonna need an even number if it's gonna be pairs, so, I'm thinking, like, probably ends up being, like, either, like, a 16-14 or, like, 16-16 split.
okay. Well, let's just get right to it. I'm going to be pulling up Gamer Vev's Twitter. If you guys are in the chat, well, thank you guys for in the chat for being here. Excited or if not excited for this reveal, but happy to share my emotions with me. But if you do refresh and you do hear of a new name, just let us know to refresh maybe Twitter, and Matthew will go in and see who it is, and then we'll figure out
Yeah,
how to
I'm
reveal it.
not I'm ready to go for that. I'm, like, anxiously awaiting this big reveal, so
Okay, so you're on it?
I got my Instagram open for when Gamer posts on Instagram.
And they usually do by like, but wasn't it by 3 we got all the names or something like that? So I feel like while we're live here, hopefully we'll be able to get some of these extra exciting names.
Yeah, the thing is we just won't know who the alternates are probably until, like, tomorrow or Monday, so there's gonna be a bit of change here. I'm guessing the names that we're, like, very excited about are not alternates because that would just make no sense if, like, they had these big names be alternates, but
Yeah.
you can kind of expect a few of these names to not actually be on the cast.
Okay. So we can kind of talk through that as well when we reveal them. All right. So the first name on this particular list is going to be. I'm just nervous. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the anticipation there. Okay, so it's going to be in Vietnam. Okay, I didn't know that at all. TJ is going to be back. Okay, that's good to see. Good to hear. Big T. Okay, so we kind of heard that Big T was going to be on this season, so I'm not entirely surprised by her. I think she's a little bit too young to be an all-star. But I like what Miss Big T brings to the table. She's not super crazy muscular and fit and active that she's going to smoke all these older people if there are still going to be older people on the cast. So I'm okay with Big T being on this season. I like her, and yeah, I like her enough.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I'm trying to look at this a little bit as like, all right, can I just treat this as if it's like a 41? And if that's the case, like, yeah, definitely like happy to see Big T. If we're gonna have people like if they're gonna cast people that are newer, Big T is like someone I'm not entirely upset about. I would still prefer none of them to be here, but if we're gonna get a handful of them, like Big T is someone that makes sense. Like obviously she isn't like overly physical where like you said, she's not gonna like steamroll this game and she does like bring a level of mess. She can be a little chaotic. She's strategic. So I don't hate this. I just yeah, I'd prefer for it just to be standard regular season, but obviously we're not getting that in 100%. So Big T someone I'm definitely okay with here.
Now, maybe what they're trying to do, because I've at least been trying to figure out why they are infiltrating All Stars, and I think that it seems with even just with this first person here that they want to just have one show, and I think they want to maybe incorporate some of the older players onto the regular season. I think they're just trying to merge both worlds. I think that All Stars might be done, and maybe some of the old school cast will be invited back to the regular season, and they're trying to merge the audiences. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. So something I heard through Gamer as like through the cast reveals is Gamer speculated that a lot of the newer players that were cast more because of diversity initiatives. And they
Hmm.
obviously, in the early 2000s, they didn't have as diverse casts as they do now. So we're gonna get to a few other newer names, and it is people that fall under different diversity initiatives, which is great that the cast is more diverse. But I also I don't know if that's entirely true, but it would make some sense. But I think as we go through some of the more recent names, like it might make a little bit more sense that maybe that is in fact the case
I
in a
mean,
way.
I did have that thought before that most of the people that they're bringing from, the current seasons, yes, they are more diverse, or they just bring a different casting that they didn't do 20 years ago. But like, I still want to see the OGs. Like, there are diverse OGs that they could be bringing into the mix, and so I don't know if that's a good enough excuse for me.
Yeah, well, I think the other thing is, like, if they are actually doing a rival season, it's like, all right, well, they need to have like they want or they need diversity, obviously. But then it's like, all right, the handful of like diverse contestants we can pick from that are OGs, do they have rivals? Where like Big T, she's got some rivals. So if that is in fact the theme, I think that partnered with diversity initiatives is like a reason why someone like her would make some sense here.
All right, let's see. Person number two. Blah! I know you're excited to see this person. Fessy. I'm definitely not excited to see him. I don't find that he brings enough to the main show. I think that personally, he's what he thinks the challenge is not what I watch it for. And so he wants it to be some American Ninja Warrior D1 athlete type competitive show, physical competition show. And I more so like the fun and games. I like the more carnival-y games, like not super Big Brother style, but like that they're a little bit more for everybody and not just for the super athlete. And so my fingers crossed is that if he's going to be on this cast, that they troll him a bit and make him do some of these janky games that he doesn't want to particularly do. So I'm hoping that they're trolling him. But like, if they're going to
Um,
give him and an older person a hall brawl, like I think that's disgusting, to be honest.
I don't think it'll be like Hall Brawl, but I don't think it's gonna be like carnival-y. I think even All Stars is moving more away from that. Um, I mean, just looking at the most recent few episodes of All Stars, like we had like the one daily challenge where they were like running around the stadium, like Fessy would dominate something like that. And then they had this most recent daily where they were like kind of like wrestling a little bit and trying to knock the balls off of like another thing Fessy would dominate at. So the
Even the
recent
first challenge where they had to run back and forth and put the stars in, he would do really well.
exactly.
He's tall and
Yeah.
he's fast.
Yeah, so, like, there's things that we've been seeing as recently as this year are things that Fessy will be very good at, so, I mean, unfortunately, I do think Fessy is set up very well. Eliminations, like, yeah, on All-Stars, they tend to be a little bit more crapshooty, so, I could definitely see him getting done in an elimination, but yeah, I personally, and I mentioned this to you the other day. Like, I think Fessy is someone where he could win a shitload of dailies here, just because he is obviously physically pretty imposing.
Yeah, not excited unless he's single and maybe him being messy in that way. But other than that, I don't really care for what he has to bring. Okay, next up, Amber. Again, like I like Amber. I do think that I think she's better for the main cast personally. She's I guess she's in the same kind of bracket as Jonay and Cam with like the age and a new mom, and so I'll give her a slight pass of being maybe qualifying to being on the season. That it's shorter, that she's able to come, even though she has a young child at home, and so I'll give her that pass. But I just think that what she brings, I think suits the main season better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm okay with Amber being here. Again, similar to Big T, I think, where it's like if they're gonna cast like newer people, like this is someone I'm okay with. Like obviously she's a champion. I think people are going to be nicer to her on All Stars too. Like she's not going to be as much of a fish out of water, I would hope, based on this cast. But she also is a little bit older than, like, I think she's in her mid 30s.
Actually, yeah,
So
she's older than uh Chauncey. So yeah, I've been thinking she's Chauncey's age. I think he's like 23, 24, but I think she's 10 years older than him. So she's probably mid 30s, so she could stay. It's fine.
yeah, I think like this is an okay one. And I wonder if it is rivals, like is she Fessy's partner? Like is that right off the bat going to be the partnership there, Amber and Fessy? I think that's definitely an option. Might be a couple other options as we move forward with the cast, but I do think if Amber is partners with Fessy, like that's a pretty strong team right off the bat there.
That's it is a very strong team, but I don't know if I want to see that dynamic.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Amber will. I think Amber will fit in well with some of the older school players. Like we know she's friends with like Kellyanne, John A, like people like that, for example. So um, she, I feel like she fits in better with some of that older crew. She does have that more like OG feel to her, where she's like more in it for. She is in it for the competition, but she's a little bit less like aggressive with it is, and a little bit more OG vibe to Amber. So honestly, I'm okay with Amber as well from the newer crop. But again, yeah, she should stay on the flagship. But if they're gonna put people on, like I'm more okay with this one.
She looks very pretty in this picture, so it seems like Gamer likes her because it's a nice picture of her. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't want this at all. I really don't. I really don't. I don't like what he has to bring personally. Who's his rival? Well, I guess maybe we haven't seen it yet. So,
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
okay,
it could be Big T.
maybe,
Could
but also like I just don't know if I want that dynamic again. You know, he was kind of saying that he just needed a chance and he wanted to come on season 39 and he wanted to show like what he was made of, and I didn't like the way that he played the game personally. I know that you're higher up on him than I was, say that he does bring something, but I'm already over what he's been bringing so far. I just think he tends to be a hypocrite in a way that I don't find like enjoyable. It's probably because I'm not a big fan of his at this moment in time. So I'm not really excited to see him. Yes, I can understand from what you brought up before about the diversity, you know, him being in the LGBTQ plus community as well as being in the, you know, BIPOC community. But so yes, I can understand why they might want to be bringing someone that would have a rival because he has many onto the season. I just think that he should stay on, like, I don't even think he should be on this challenge MTV. Like I'm not vibing with him. I'm sorry.
I'm a hard disagree on that one. I definitely think like Corey is someone like needs to be on the challenge.
I can't
Again,
stand
like
him.
not necessarily all stars, but like everyone complains about like Fessy and Casey, like, oh, like they're so boring. Like even you just said, like they treat the game as like a fifth sport. Like Corey is someone that's like all about the mess. Like he is like a messy personality. And that's the opposite of like someone like Fessy. So it's like I know like we want like the perfect balance, but like realistically, there's very few people that are like that. But I
See,
think Corey is
this,
someone that's messy.
I guess my issue is that he makes my blood boil on the inside, and like, and that is not an enjoyable villain to me. Like I didn't like how he weaponized his conversation with Big T about her coming out and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden turned on it before the game. Like I just don't find that enjoyable personally, weaponizing people's personal information and making it you know, game information. I how he plays the game, it just makes me so angry, and it's not in a way that I find entertaining. I find it offensive. That's just me. Nani, I thought she retired. I mean, obviously, she's of the age of being able to go on All Stars. She's been in the game for a while since her season on The Real World. So she's definitely, you know, from the same season as Leroy. I just, don't know if I want to see her on All Stars with everybody else from the newer seasons. Like if Nani was just bouncing over without the Big T, without the Corey Lay, without the people that have been recently on um the the MTV version, then maybe I'd be like, "Yay, Nani, come over here." But just her coming with all the people that she's been playing with recently, that's what's kind of frustrating. What I like about All Stars is it's kind of like mixing up these people that haven't seen each other in 20 years, and sometimes they have history or they don't, or they haven't talked to each other in 8 years. Like she's seen a lot of these people decently recently, and so yeah, it makes me not as excited to see Nani in this format. What are your
Yeah, I
thoughts?
think no, I'm like definitely not excited to see Nani. Like honestly, the four people we named before Nani, I prefer to see on screen than Nani. Um, Obviously Nani belongs more as an all-star than the other people, but I just like what is Nani bringing at this point? And also, if Nani's going to be in that situation where she's kind of like an in-between person between the old school and new school, my worry is for her longevity in the game, like, as a career challenger, she's going to side with the new school people because she's more likely to be on future seasons with them. So
Exactly, which is
that's what I
boring.
don't like.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Nani was coming on All Stars with people that she might have played with 10 years ago, like that would have been, or like was on the real world with and she hasn't seen since back then or played any games with then. I think that would be interesting because you'd be seeing these dynamics and these relationships and these past histories kind of pop up. But I agree. Like I don't want her to see her siding with the people that she might have future game relationship with in a future MTV season, and people that she's played with recently. I think that makes it really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Nani, I do love you, but in this dynamic, I don't want you here. Sorry. Ah. I mean, okay, I'm fine with Leroy. I'm not really that excited with his gameplay this season. We'll see that now that he has a star as well as Cam having a star, if he's going to have the confidence and he's going to do a little bit better. I was impressed by his strategy on this most recent episode of All Stars, where he was saying like, no, you should go against Tina because that'll make it less likely for Ava to go down and get her star. So I did like seeing a little bit of strategy coming out of Leroy here, but his debut or re-debut or whatever you want to call it hasn't been as epic as I was hoping it to be. So I'm not that excited to see him here.
Yeah. I like Leroy as much as
Yeah.
anyone. It's not like super exciting. I mean, he retired 2 years ago and he's done 3 seasons since. So I think it's just like kind of funny that it's like it's now an ongoing joke. Like none of these people stay retired. I don't blame him. Like he gets a good
Get the money.
paycheck. Like he's physically fit. I just like Leroy to me, it's like a more no offense to Nani, like a bit of a more likable version of Nani at this point. Like he's probably not going to win. He's probably going to go far, and he's just like a nice, good guy. I think like we could do better, but I don't hate Leroy being here. Obviously,
Hmm. Yeah, I don't hate Leroy being here. I'm fine with him being here. I'm just not that excited about it. So far, everybody that no, not one person. I'm like, yeah, haven't seen them in a while. Like, oh gee, yeah, like I haven't had that yet. I've seen all these people recently, recently
hmm.
enough. And we did see this person speculated. So Melissa, obviously, she'll have a good relationship with Big T. Um, yes, she's messy. She's willing to clap back and all that stuff. I don't think that she's ready to be an all-star, but if we're putting like mom as a category or like a qualifier to be on all-stars, then I guess she would qualify. I just
Yeah,
don't think that she is ready to be like as for her challenge career. I don't think that she should be on All Stars yet, but it seems like they don't care about that.
yeah. I mean, Melissa did her first season was the same as Cam's, so I also don't think Cam like should be on All Stars as well. But yeah, I agree. It's like Melissa will bring something, but I'd rather just see her back on the main show. Um, and yeah, we kind of get a lot of that on All Stars, like the like mom or dad storyline. It's like I don't know, it's like fun when you get it once in a while, but I feel like we get it a lot, and like we've already got that story from Melissa, so I also would prefer to see Big T and Melissa without each other. I
Hmm.
think that might be a little more interesting. So the fact that they're coming in together, obviously they're going to be working together with some of the newer people. It's like not super exciting to me. I think I'd rather just see one of them on their own.
Yeah, I saw that they both were going to be on, and I was like, really? Like, what are they? Why? I just don't get it. I don't understand what they're because, like, when people are casting shows, they get excited, they get hyped about the people that they're putting on, and like this person says yes, like they love this cast, and I don't understand the thought process around it. It's just that's what's most frustrating. It's that like I don't understand the through line that these producers are wanting when they're doing this. It's just inane.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it's like you said, like if they're trying to like make this all like one show, like the producers are not really caring as much to like appease like all the like OG fans. Like it's like, all right, if we're gonna make this one show, how can we get everyone into it? It's like, all right, let's throw in some people that are newer that like these younger fans recognize. So like I get it on that front, but it's like it's not like 41 is not gonna happen. Like 41 is still gonna be a thing. So I don't understand why they feel the need to separate it, but if they are looking to like join forces and have it all be one show, I guess that's what makes sense about it. And if they are trying to like get rivalries going, like someone like Melissa obviously has her fair share as well. So I wonder if that's the appeal. It's like, all right, we don't really care about the age of the people or when they originated. It's like, all right, we want to have a good rivals. And I do think if it is rivals, having it on Paramount Plus is a good idea because you're allowed to swear on there. It's a little bit
mhm.
more not R rated, but say like
Racy.
14A. So I do think if we're gonna have a rival season, it's probably better to have it here than on MTV where it's a little bit more watered down right now.
Okay. Who's next? CG. I mean, obviously he deserves a place on the All Stars. Um, I don't know if I'm ready for him to be on All Stars yet. Not with this crop of people. Like I love CT, like anybody loves CT. I I just I want if CT is going to be on it, I don't want Fessy and Melissa and Big T. Like I don't like I want it separate. Like I said for Nani, like I would want Nani on this season without all the people that she's recently played with. Same with CT. Obviously he's in his 40s, so he 100% deserves a place on All Stars. So I would take him over everybody else that's been revealed before him. Um, but with the crop so far, it doesn't feel like an all-star season. Like I don't feel like we're talking
I'm
about all
just
stars.
I'm just like the thing that I'm curious about is like CT and Leroy, that's like now two people that are also on season 40. So what does that mean about their time on season 40? Obviously, they had a good enough experience that they're willing to come back right away, but like that season probably filmed for over 2 months. And uh, if people are hopping from season 40 right onto All Stars 5, like, does that mean they
Don't do well.
didn't do that well? Does that mean, I mean, it's in the same location. So I guess like they could have just stayed there. But these people that have like kids at home, are they really taking off like 4 months in a row to film two different shows? Um, so I'm curious to see that, and there are a few others that are going to pop up from season 40 as well. So I'm a little concerned about some of these people.
I mean, does that mean Ace is going to be on it, Tatiana? I don't even know. We'll see. We'll see. So far, CT is the only person that I think makes sense for All Stars 5. Dee, 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 dee. I mean, also Anissa here, like, makes sense. She is an OG person. She's in her 40s. Um, Taboo says, congratulations for CT winning All Stars 5. I mean, not necessarily because, like, he might not have the numbers. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, I feel like this is a season where maybe some of these more timid players, like I know Fessy, it can be intimidating with his size and like what he's good at, but he doesn't play. He's not a player that goes hard, and he kind of plays scared, in my opinion. And so I think that this is a season where a person like Fessy might just try things because he has less to lose. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like he might take it as an opportunity to do all the things that he wouldn't necessarily do on the main show. And
I
that would
would
be throw
be,
in CT. Hmm.
I mean, for me, like at this point, just like seeing the cast as I know it now, without seeing who's added on, who gets cut, to me, like CT is like the clear front runner. I mean, CT dominates the regular show with all these young people, and now it's like he has the luxury of knowing everyone. Like I would be pretty shocked, and
That's
like
true.
obviously physically he's capable. Like for me, like CT, like I am. I mean, this isn't a spoiler by any means, but him being here makes me think like he probably doesn't win season 40. I'd be pretty shocked if he went through a full season 40 and then hopped right back on All Stars. So I think like to me, like CT is a clear front runner, as he always is, regardless. But yeah, I'd be pretty surprised if CT doesn't do well here.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, it could be very easy for him to do well here, like for all the reasons that you said. I just could see someone like Fessy using it as an opportunity to do something that he would never do in this scenario where he's more physically dominant than majority of the people on the show. But we'll see. If CT wins, I would not be surprised. Anissa, you just wanted to skip her?
I mean, Anissa is someone that I think will definitely not win, even in All Stars. I mean, for me, it's just like, yeah, like Anissa and Nani, they both make sense given their like debut seasons, their ages, like their place, like right now in life. Um, but they're also doing the main show all the time. Like same as CT, honestly. Like the three of them are doing the main show every single year, so I don't really need to see them here. Yeah, we can. That's all I really have to say about Anissa. Like, Anissa's on season 40 as well. She was on season 38, 37, 36. She'll probably be on 41. So, I mean, like, for me, I would appreciate Anissa being here more if she wasn't on every
All
other
the time.
season.
Hmm. Exactly. Like she just like I could see her going on to All Stars without all these new people and dominating, or like at least having like a good showing. I guess she was okay on what season one of All Stars. She did.
I mean, she made the final and she came in dead last against people that hadn't done the show in 15 years. So, if that's her best case scenario, then like I'm sorry, but please like don't go on every season and then also all stars. And it's like she's similar to Nani where she's going to be working with the new school people, I would imagine, because like she knows that those are the people that she's competing on 41, 42, 43 with. So just like not really excited about that.
Yeah, not at all. Boo, tomato boo. Maybe there'll be drama though if Rachel's on it. This is she hates him, huh? This picture is so gross. Uh, Devin, more of the Vacation Alliance. So what we have 4 members of the Vacation Alliance so far. Like I made my thumbnail for this kind of joking, and I just put all the members of the Vacation Alliance in the thumbnail, and now 4 out of the 6 are already on. We have yet to see Josh and Casey. Not excited about Devin. He could stay on the main show. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
say.
something that I've always said is like if they're going to cast the Vacation Alliance, they should do it in a way where it's not all of them together. And I will say the other members of the Vacation Alliance, Casey, Tori, and Josh, at least as of now, are not on this cast. Thank God. But I just think like when they're going to spread out the Vacation Alliance, they should do it on the main show as well. Devin, like I am not a fan of Devin in recent seasons. I used to like him, and I think he does bring something, but I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of it. And again, like here's another person that's on season 40 that's also on All Stars 5. So that's what, 5 people in a row that's the case for. Uh just like for me, like it's a no. And again, he'll be on 41 or 42. So we're getting a lot of Devin, and I think All Stars is certainly better for people that are we're not getting every single year. But
Yes, like I've all these people I've seen more recently. I've seen them within the last 2 years, all of them,
and
and not
he's
on All
someone, I guess,
Stars.
where his rival, I guess, could be Amber as well. I wouldn't be surprised by that. That's a possibility
No,
there.
it's gonna be like bananas. Like, boy.
I mean, I
Yeah.
hope Bananas is not on this
Oh, I
cast.
forgot about Tori. To be honest, so I guess there's 7 vacation people. Please no Tori. I can't say that that's possible. It's very easy for Tori to be on the season with who they've cast so far. So I wouldn't be surprised. Johnny, obviously she deserves a spot on the season. I still think she's too young, but she's won 2 seasons already. I'm fine with her if but she's on 40, right?
Yeah, like a lot of people from 40 are here again, and I I'm guessing 40 just finished filming within the last like month or so. So it's just a lot of people popping over from 40.
I don't. Maybe they made a mistake and they're like, oh no, this isn't 40. Maybe this is 41. And we're just like they just made a mistake
It
because
does.
like
It honestly, like, if this was 41, it would be like a pretty solid cast. But yeah, just like labeling it as All Stars just feels a little off.
very off. I'm fine with her being here. I might have been seeing too much of Johnny. Like she's on every show now. Um, if she had just stayed with All Stars, I'd be fine with that. Even All Stars and Global, I'd be fine with that. But like, I don't know if I need to see Johnny on every iteration.
Yeah.
It's too much, oversaturating. What we like about the OGs, or I do anyways, is that a lot of these people I haven't seen in a while, and so it's exciting to see who they are and like what they've done in their lives and how they've aged and who they still keep in touch with. Like that's what I find exciting about All Stars, and then seeing if they can still compete. And she's still quite young. She doesn't have. It hasn't been a long time since I've seen her. I'm just like, all right, next. Sorry, Janae, but they're diluting you, so I don't really care to see you. Adam, I mean, I'm fine with seeing Adam. I haven't seen him yet on 40, so I don't know if I'm sick of him yet. He's okay for me right now. Like I'm enjoying him for the most part in All Stars 5. He's in his 50s, right? Like he's up there.
No, no, he's mid 40s. Um,
Let's see.
so he's not on 40 as well. So
Oh,
this is
he's
a
not.
good
Okay,
casting
great.
decision.
Okay, he's not on 40. Great.
Yeah, this is like a solid All Stars choice. Like I've been impressed with him on All Stars 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has said a few things in recent days that I have not really loved about Cara Maria in particular, but he is certainly someone that is like an all-star. This is why the show was made for people like Adam.
Yeah, he's
Um,
45. I'm like, boom,
yeah.
love ya.
So I definitely don't mind this one. This is like someone I think deserves a second shot at playing the game. And he is definitely impressed me so far.
Yeah, no, he's a perfect casting for this. I thought he was going to be on all 40, so I was like, maybe I'm bored with him, but no, I'm not. Like for what he's done on All Stars 4 has been enjoyable. It's like I see him getting that fire back in him, enjoying being part of the challenge. I like that. He was a Road Rules guy, and I think that he probably thought that part of him but laid to rest, but it's been reignited, and I appreciate that. So I'm happy to see Adam here. He's the first person uh, on this list that I feel is perfectly cast,
Yeah.
even if we
Yeah,
just saw him at 40. Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see who his
Sorry.
rival would be, and I am seeing like gamers tweeting a lot now, and like making it pretty clear that it is going to be rivals. So I wonder if like maybe the rest of All Stars 4 opens up a rival for him because I don't really know who it would be right now, but I guess we can try to figure that out later.
Well, Justin here is saying that he hated him before, but grew on him. So maybe he has some old school All Stars that he, like OGs that he might have some rivalry with that we just don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, it's possible. You have to like look back on it.
Well, I guess we'll find out either now or when the season starts. Katie, I'm actually like, I maybe if it was a different All Stars cast, I would be like, Katie always quits, screw Katie. But no, I'm happy to have Katie here. She needs to like school some of these new school people. Katie, I'm fine with Katie. How are you with Katie here this time
Oh,
around?
Katie to me is like the funniest character on the show because every season she does, honestly, like ever really, she seems like she hates being there and then she always comes back. So for me, like having Katie is always a treat because like she just is someone that does not give a fuck about the challenges, which I think is very refreshing actually. Um, Katie is someone that she'll get loud, she'll argue, and if she
I think
doesn't want to do something, she just straight up won't do it. And to me, that's just very funny. So I love Katie. I'll always take Katie on. I never expect her to go very far. When I saw Katie on the cast of season 40, I was in absolute shock because I never thought she would do the main show again. But obviously, like there's enough of her that has a lick to do these shows. And if she wants to do it, I'm here for Katie anytime. I love Katie.
Okay, great. I mean, a lot of people were just upset that she always quits and stuff like that, but like seeing it from your lens, and she's just a great character, 100%. And with who else is on this cast, I want to see what she brings, even whether it's quitting or throwing a tantrum or yelling at somebody or whatever it is. She actually is entertaining. So I don't care if she doesn't do a heights
Oh,
challenge over water. You know.
yeah. And honestly, like quitting sucks, obviously, but I don't actually care that much if someone quits as long as they make good TV doing it. So like people like Beth and Tina and Katie, who, yeah, they quit sometimes, but like they're entertaining while doing so. I'd rather someone quit on episode 3 and give me 3 episodes of good TV than someone be there for 10 episodes and provide nothing. So if Katie quits, like let her quit. I don't care as long as she's entertaining doing it.
I get it. I get it. Dreadful here says Katie's a fun character, lesser competitor, but decent TV. Yeah, she's funny. I like Katie, and I'm happy she's there because there needs to be more old school people. Steve, another person, he's been, making his mark in All Stars. I find this season he's been quite funny. We're learning a little bit more about him. He's a decent competitor. I'm happy to see Steve on All Stars 5.
Yeah, Steve's like fine with me. Like similar to Adam, it's like this is what All Stars is supposed to be. Steve's been like solid for me. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I have nothing against him and I think it's like a fine casting. And he obviously wait, was Adam on the same Road Rule season as Katie and Steve? Because
Ooh, I
that's
don't remember. Hold on, Road Rules.
if you scroll up to Adam, it should show his original season as well. But Katie and Steve obviously go way back. So maybe that's a rivalry there if the three of them, like if two of them didn't get along. But yeah, Steve's
Um,
interesting.
so yeah, Steve and Adam are both from Road Rules: The Quest.
And Katie. So the
Yeah,
three of them are all from there.
Katie was a
Uh,
replacement. Okay. So on that original cast was Adam, a person named Blair, Ellen Cho, Hisela was on that cast, Sophia, and Steve, and then Katie was a replacement. I don't remember what happened for there to be a replacement, but I watched it, but that was a long time ago. It was in 2001, apparently. Stephen here thinks that this cast slaps. Do you agree or disagree, Matthew?
I personally put it at a 6 out of 10. But I'm leaving room for that to grow because I do think there's going to be a few more names. And if this name that Gamer is teasing is truly like someone jaw dropping, then I think it could go up. I think it's a solid cast, but I would definitely make a few changes if it were up to me. But not horrible. So far,
Um,
it's not great, but it's going to get much better soon.
well, Todd, I think that they're still friends though, and that Steve just made a dumb call.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they tried to pair them as
Oh.
rivals though, and just like a fake rival where they're really good friends, but I wouldn't be shocked by that at all.
It's funny. Um, I'm like, okay. Whitney says, I don't think it's actually rivals. To be honest, I think it's all stars versus not stars, or old school versus new school.
I don't know. There's not that many new school people. Like I know people are a little up in arms about it, but there only is like 5 or 6 of them to be honest. So it doesn't seem like there's enough new school people to have it be like a full split there.
Okay, let's see who's next. Who's next? Kellyanne, also somebody that deserves to be on All Stars. Happy to see her here. I guess if we're looking at a rivals pairing, her and Janae could be a little powerhouse duo, friends turned enemies from the Global Championship Series. So I could be here for that. We know that Kellyanne is always a little unhinged, which we love it. She's also can be really athletic, and then she's can also be very terrible at puzzles. So I love Kellyanne being here. I would love this to be her first win. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, if Kellyanne has one fan, it's me, and if Kellyanne has no fans, I'm dead. I love Kellyanne. I will take her. I don't care if she's on 40. I don't care if she's on 41. I will take Kellyanne any chance we get. She can be very unhinged. Like she has rivalries. She could be partners with John A here very easily, and I think that's a fun pair. Um, Kellyanne to me is just like TV gold. Like when she came back on All Stars One, it was such a breath of fresh air, and she has not disappointed since. Her run on Global was basically the only good part of that show.
Yeah.
Um, she was iconic there. She's not afraid to make a move. She can get herself into a lot of trouble. So there is someone coming up pretty soon. I think she could also be paired with if it's rivals. But yeah, Kellyanne is just like TV gold for me, and I will take her any chance we get.
Ditto. I agree. Yeah, she did save Global 100%. It was garbage until she was on a winning streak and they're just trying to get her
Yeah,
out.
she was the one that made the move to put Jordan against Bananas. And it's like anytime someone has the balls to make a move like that, like they have my full stand card. And her being the one to do it with the help of a few others, but her being the one to lead it was just such an iconic move. And I hope we get more of that here on All Stars 5.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a little bit more her territory, maybe, than some of these newbies. And so, yeah, I agree with Willie. Maybe she will take out the vacation lines because she's just not scared to do shit, which is
Yeah.
very fun. Very fun.
Yeah.
She
And
doesn't care. She's
she's
like,
friends.
Go ahead.
She's friends with like Amber B, who also is not a fan of the Vacation Alliance. Someone like Corey Lay is also friends with Kellyanne and Amber B. So I think low pro, like Kellyanne has some numbers here. And I don't think this is going to be a season where the Vacation Alliance can necessarily skate by. Um, so yeah, I think Kellyanne is someone that's not going to just let that happen.
Whitney says, to be honest, I kind of see Kellyanne teaming up with Corey and Amber and making Corey likable again.
That's what I see too. I think that's why I'm also not too mad about Corey. If the
It
cast
helps
was
her.
worse,
Hmm.
yeah, I think if the cast was worse, like having Corey there would make me a little bit more upset. But knowing who Corey's friends with in real life makes me okay with Corey being here. And yeah, Amber B is on the cast.
I did not know when Kellyanne and Amber became friends. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they became friends during Global, and then Kellyanne was at Amberby's like
Oh,
baby
baby
shower.
shower. That's true. It's true.
Yeah, so that's an alliance there that's kind of under the radar. Um,
And
so
strong. Strong.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to say. What do I say about this? I don't know. Okay. Do you have any words?
Yeah. No, it's like Jay to me, it's similar as like a Steve, honestly. Like
I like
uh
Steve better, and Steve's older, so like I feel like he's
yeah. Yeah, I like Steve better, but Jay is like someone like kind of makes sense, like second chance, like redemption arc. He's been okay on All Stars 4,
he's
so
on
I
40
don't
as well,
hate
though,
it.
right?
No, he was an alternate for 40.
Okay. Well, it's not that I mind Jay, but like the fact that like I don't feel any way about him, like I feel like they could put someone on that I could care a little bit more about, you know?
Yeah, I feel like for the men in general, like there's often like a few kind of like duds or like why are they here choices, but I don't know. He's done enough on 40 on sorry on All Stars 4 for me to like not hate having him back here for 5.
Steven says word on the street Jenna may be on. Is that do you think
That
that
would
that's
be
the jaw-dropping drop?
No, I don't think that would be jaw-dropping, to be honest. I think, like, for me, like, that would be like a, "Okay, cool, like, we get Jenna back after a few years," but I'm thinking bigger for the
What's
jaw drop.
who's okay, well when we get to the end of this, we'll speculate. Okay. Well, sorry,
I think
Jay,
I
I
know
don't
who it
care.
is. I think I know who the jaw drop is, but yeah, I'll
Okay.
say at the end who I think it is.
All right. Okay, I figured that she'd be next. Womp womp. Uh I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. I don't care to see Nicole right now. I've had enough of her already on this season. Are you loving her right now? How are you feeling? I know you like Mess, and she's bringing some fights to All Stars 4. I
No,
never talked.
I like Mess, but I don't like full toxic Mess. Like, am not a Nicole fan at all. I think, like, to be honest, I know I haven't been on with you the last few weeks with all this, like, Cara, Nicole, Laurel stuff, but for me, Nicole and Laurel really are just like way too like nasty. And I'm just kind of not here for it. So yeah, for me, not a Nicole fan, never was, but don't love her being here. Um, so yeah, for me, it's like a hard no.
Yeah, I'm not excited for this at all. I'm not a fan, and the fact from what we've seen about how her and Laurel break up again and like how toxic it was after, I think it's almost irresponsible to put her on the screen again. Like, why are they giving her more of a platform? I don't know. I feel like she must be in the wrong from what we've seen about what she did at Jax's wedding. Like, I don't know. I just don't know why the producers are casting her still.
Yeah.
Oh. Because if she was a man and treating a woman this way, they I don't think they would cast her again. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. It's just she's really toxic and it's seemingly unkind and I don't know. I don't like their relationship. I don't like how it seems like she treats other women, especially Laurel. I don't like that the producers are giving her a platform.
Yeah, I think it's like it's fair as well. I mean, I think like with what you said about like if she was a man, I think we've definitely seen men that have been very toxic, but they've come back and they've had redemption arcs. And Nicole just does not have that redemption arc. And this All Stars 4 was that chance. Um, like, I mean, people like Tony and like Corey Warden, like they've been like toxic and like fuck boys, but
But like I've
they've
never disliked them as
grown.
much as I dislike maybe Zach, and he hasn't really come back since he's been the grossest. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, Nicole just rubs me the wrong way, and I'm I hope she doesn't go far here. Like All Stars 4, I mean, we've gotten now 9 episodes of Nicole, so that's been too much.
Christina, Nicole, Laurel is not on as of yet. I don't know if she's going to be on like revealed later, but yikes! I can't see the two of them on again. I'll be actually upset if
Yeah,
they do that. It's not
yeah,
it's
that would
not
shock
good
me.
TV. It's not good TV. All right, Sylvia, you already been on All Stars. You got the mom effect. I don't know if you've had your own children, but I know you have your stepchildren.
So I think she recently had a kid, like, within the last 6 months or so, so it's gonna be, like, similar to, like, Cam's storyline,
John
um,
A.
but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, John A, like, very recent, mom, so, like, congrats to her, like, I'm not a big Sylvia fan, she's kind of, like, whatever to me.
Ooh,
She, like
but her rival would be big Melissa. That's interesting.
I mean, Melissa has a few options,
But I feel like
Sylvia
Sylvie doesn't have that many options.
yeah, yeah, I could see Sylvia and Melissa,
Well, because like they would have
okay,
to go head to head again because of like that whole elimination where Sylvia won. Where I was actually rooting for Sylvia in that one. It was wild, wild. Ooh, Sylvia and
yeah.
Nicole. Yeah, they're on the same Real World season, right?
Yeah, true. It could be Sylvia and Nicole. Um, so there's a couple options for Sylvia, but to me, like Sylvia's, she's fine. Like I don't hate it. Of all the Lavender ladies, like she would definitely be the last one that I would want on, and she's the one we're getting. So,
Sylvia and Kellyanne. I don't remember this. Is that from All Stars? Was
oh
it?
yes, yeah, Sylvia and Kellyanne did have a rivalry, so that's definitely an option. I think Kellyanne, if it's rivals, would be with John A. Though.
That's a way better rivals duo.
Yeah,
Um, but if it's rivals, some of these people I'm not minding them being cast as much, but I still don't think we need Nicole.
yeah. Personally, I think it's going to be Big T is going to be partners with CT. Um,
Oh
and
wow.
then Melissa is going to be with Corey Lay, and Sylvia will be with Nicole, I think.
Okay. I was like, who's this? I
This
just
is a
looked at
random one.
Dario. I looked at Dario the other day and I was like, he had a live going and I just went popped in for a second. He's a really good looking dude, but he's boring.
Yeah, I was surprised to see this. I didn't like jump from my seat, but it's like someone, okay, like let's see him back. Let's see what he can do now. Um, doesn't have like the nostalgia factor of like someone like Adam or Steve. He's kind of like in that middle tier group. But yeah, I mean, like he's more for me like a JG, where it's like, okay, like whatever, they're here, cool. Let's see what they can do now.
Yeah, he's 31. Okay, so he's
Really,
yeah, a little bit older, I
yeah.
guess, but not much. I'm bored, but he's cute, so whatever. Who's his rival? We'll see. Man, this cast is big. Oh,
I
he's
think
reading
this is his
casually.
rival right
Okay,
here.
exes,
Yeah,
exes
I think
slash rivals.
that's an easy one there. I think those two could be paired together. I'm not sure if they ended on bad terms, but obviously like easy to form a story there. She is like similar to Dario in the sense that she kind of boring. It's like I don't hate her being here, but doesn't like make me jump out of my seat as well.
She's a winner, so there's that. Um, I'm okay with seeing her. I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm sick of her or anything like that. I don't know what she's going to bring necessarily, but I'm okay with. I haven't seen her, so I want to see what she's got going on. So I'm okay with seeing her on this, but this cast though doesn't slap for me.
Yeah, so far it's not great. It's like it's gonna get much better. Right now, the only person I'm super hyped about is Kellyanne.
So what are they doing? Battle of the Seasons? Like what's happening? Sam, I don't really recognize her right now, but she was just recently on Zach's podcast, and so there's that.
Yeah,
How
she
are you
was
feeling
also
about
on
Sam?
yeah, I'm like fine with it. Again, it's like All Stars is a good place for someone like Sam to come back. So, yeah, don't hate it. I mean, obviously felt really bad for Sam on her initial season, even though she won. She was really treated like shit. So, yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what she can do here.
Um, I think I saw it already, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why it was revealed, but oh well. Sam, whatever. Sorry. Beth. I mean, Beth obviously deserves a spot on All Stars. She brings enough mess. She's old. She has a history with a lot of people on the show. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She's not afraid to call people out. Her rival could be John A because they had a lot of uh, conflicting stories with what was going on with her and MJ, spreading rumors. So that could be an interesting rivalry if they're doing same sex. So, well, I think her and Kellyanne would probably be better, but if they need someone for Beth, I wouldn't be surprised if they did John A as well. Is anybody
Yeah.
on this cast so far could be a rival for Beth?
I think the clear answer is coming up next.
Okay.
Could be John A. They could definitely make that happen, but I think there's a very clear one that'll be coming up pretty soon. But yeah, Beth. Yeah, like you said, like Beth, like obviously is an all star. She's an OG, and she deserves a spot in my opinion. I don't
Mhm.
think she's too old. Um,
And I didn't say too old. I just said like she's old, so she deserves to be on this cast.
yeah,
I don't. Well, are Nehemiah and her like on bad terms now? I
I don't
like.
think so.
Okay, so it's Nehemiah's not next. Okay, I'm happy to see you here, Beth. You can be on All Stars anytime you want. Veronica, oh, yeah, you must be thrilled here, Matthew.
Yeah, of course. And like, yeah, that's a clear one for if they want to put her with Beth, that's a clear one. Not sure how well they do. So that would be a tough
That
one
would be the
physically.
word. They would go out first for sure, unless they got to
Yeah.
trivia.
Yeah, that would be tough. So for their sake, I hope maybe they're not partners, just because I don't see that going super well. Maybe they could put like Veronica with Leroy, and then give Veronica a nice partner there and give her some legs in the game. But I would imagine if it's rivals, Veronica and Beth is a pretty easy one.
They won't put her with CT again.
They could do that actually. Yeah, that actually. Oh, you know what? CT and Veronica. That's another good one for Veronica. So I'm sure Veronica's praying that she's with Leroy or CT and not Beth here.
I know it wouldn't be a good team at all. I don't CT. Yeah, I think CT might be funny just to like do it again. Him being like, "What? Like I'm doing this again? Like I already had to deal with her and whatever that season was." So that would be funny. CT, Leroy, or Beth for Veronica. All right. Oh wait, weren't they just beefing on her podcast? Who?
Yeah, Veronica has some beef with Beth always, but right now it's kind of like coming back to the surface. So there's been some back and forth with Veronica and Beth recently. So yeah, I mean it's maybe they're trying to hype that up a little bit, knowing that a rival season is coming. So yeah, my money's on Veronica being with Beth. As much as it sucks for them, it will be quite fun for us. But yeah, always love seeing Veronica back. And I guess
Absolutely.
before we do the next one, I guess let's just talk about Dave on because
Okay.
she's
Let's
right
hear.
underneath. And then these next four are like the four big names. So might as well just do Dave on now. Dave on, super exciting. Obviously, newer school player, didn't come from Road Rules or Real World, but she is definitely an all-star in her own right. And super excited to see Dave on here. She's been making her rounds on reality TV shows for a while, and she's always entertaining.
She's definitely always entertaining. I wish that she had done a season before she did the goat because I'm like, I already got my own like, yeah, she's back on TV vibe, and so I'm not as hyped as I would have been if I hadn't seen her for at least like I'm watching her right now already. So I I wish that she had done this season first, but obviously, I'm always happy to have Davon on the screen. I think that she'll bring something interesting. I'm curious who she's going to link up with. Like, is she going to jump in with Bessie and and the Vacation Alliance? Like, is that the direction she's going to go in, or is she going to go maybe with Melissa and Big T? Like, I don't know. I'm curious to how she's going to land and how her politicking and strategizing is going to work on an All Stars level. I'm interested in seeing how she plays the game for sure. So happy to have
Yeah.
Dave on here. She is newer schooler, but she's someone new school that I haven't seen play this game in at least 5 years. And so I'm happy to see her give it another go because her first showing was good.
Yeah,
Continue.
Devon obviously hosts the Challenge podcast, which is good for her because she's at the very least, had conversations with a lot
That's
of these
true.
people, which is nice. I imagine Devon will be very closely tied to Anissa, which is
Oh, right.
good
Mhm.
for Devon's game. Now, if it's good for fans who want her to be working with the old school people, I don't necessarily know, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where Devon falls here. She definitely has a lot of people she can be working with. So I think Devon's actually set up quite well here.
Davon was on 17 and Amber B was on hold on.
16.
Was 16? Oh, 15 I'm thinking is the Andy season. 16 is the season with Derek and Cody. And Amber was on that one, but she left pre-jury, correct? Is that how it went?
Yeah, yeah. Amber was on 16.
And
But
Davon
yeah,
was on
the
17. Hmm.
yeah Big Brother alliance. Like, I mean, they have that in their back pocket, so I'm sure Devon has crossed paths with Fessy and Amber at some point. So yeah, I think Devon is really nicely set up here. I just hope she works. And she also played with Sylvia, I believe. So she's played with a few people. I feel like Devon will do quite well.
So what should I go back or forward? Which
I
way?
you can I guess go back to
This
this
one?
one here.
Okay. Whoa. Wowzers. Okay. They really did it, huh? I didn't think that they were going to do it. I thought that he was too mouthy.
Yeah, this was like one where I was just super excited. I mean, he's been a little bit more active in the community lately, so I had my hopes up that he would make a return pretty soon. I thought maybe he'd be on 40. Frank is like what makes the challenge great. He, to me, so Frank is like interesting to me because I actually was gonna say earlier when you were talking about Corey that like you were saying Corey is like not someone you really fuck with. Like to me, like Corey is like a little bit of a lighter version of Frank,
I like
where
Frank way more.
but like Frank is someone that like gets nasty and he can like bring the personal into the game. And Frank has done that many a times.
Maybe Frank does it with people that I don't like.
Well, Frank was like nasty towards like Nani even. And to me, like, yeah, like he took it below the belt, but I still love what he brings to the table because he's so chaotic and strong also. Plus, like he's someone that doesn't take bullshit from the people in charge. Like he's not gonna take bananas bullshit. He's not gonna like bend the knee to CT. He is someone that will play his own game and he at least was very strong, and he obviously looks like he's still in great shape. He's very successful. I think he's a doctor. So having Frank here is so awesome.
So Ben, why does everybody have to say thank you, Jemmy? Was Jemmy saying that Frank should be cast again?
I mean, I
I
think
don't
everyone says Frank should be cast
remember.
again. He would he was on Jemmy's podcast recently, and he
Oh,
was
okay.
saying, "Yeah, I'm not done with the show." So yeah, honestly, I was really hoping he would be on season 40, but I think this is a nice consolation.
I mean, maybe because it happened so long ago, I don't remember how I felt specifically about Frank. And so the nostalgia of him is overriding maybe any feelings I had at the time. And maybe 10 years from now, I'll think that, like, oh, I want to see Corey again. He brought the fire. And I wouldn't be so triggered by how he cuts deep. So it could be just recency. I'm not enjoying Corey. And give it some time. And maybe I'd want to see him back personally. But I'd have to go back and watch Frank's season to know if I'm still triggered by his antics.
Yeah, I think like a lot of Frank's behavior would never make air if it happened now. Um, but I'm just so happy Frank's here. And again, like a more unedited version of being on Paramount Plus is just so great for Frank too. Because he will like I hope he's the same person. He still can get aggressive. But I think yeah, between him, Corey, and someone else that's coming up next, we have three people in the same kind of molds that are going to get nasty and make great TV.
Steven says, bring nastiness back to the challenge.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Actually, two people coming up that will very much get nasty. The last two people will get nasty.
All right. Whoa! What? I'm shocked. What? What do you mean? I thought he was like a never. Like we looked at like some of the tweets that he just recently posted, and I was just like, all right, guess he's never coming back. What happened, Matthew? What happened? Do you think that they gave us these people that have been banned so that will overlook the fact that they're bringing these new school people into the season? Like, how did this happen? I'm shocked. I am shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah. So a bit of a background for anyone listening that maybe isn't aware. A few years ago, after Shane returned to the show, he essentially went on like a video, like a rampage against production, saying that production caters to like Johnny Bananas and they'll do anything for him, and that they don't care about women, they don't care about like anything really except like the people like Bananas. And he was very aggressive in it. Everyone should look at it. It's quite funny. And then he got banned from the show, so he wasn't called for a while. Ultimately, they called him for All Stars 1 or 2, and he basically told them to fuck off. Like, I'm not doing it unless you do this, this, and that. So everyone assumed Shane was done, that he would never be back on the show. I assumed we would never see him again. And when I saw him here, my jaw hit the floor because A, production caved and brought him back, which was one thing. Um, but two, Shane is just the best TV because he, similar to Frank, will never bend the knee, but he also like gets into the face, similar to Frank, of people like CT, Bananas. He'll never work with those people. He'll always work with the women, and those are the best people on the show. So yeah, I think it's going to be Davon and Shane too, which is going to be amazing TV.
I actually they shocked me with this one. This one shocked me. Wow. I really didn't think that he would ever be back. I really didn't think that they would do it. Wow. Okay. Do you think this is true? Ben here is saying that everyone, if the Frank and Shane tweet reaches 850 likes, Gamer will release the iconic girl.
I don't see why it wouldn't be true.
Is
I
is
think.
it is it this one? This tweet?
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, make sure you like Frank and Shane's.
Was this one Shane? Oh, Frank's okay. Oh, Frank is me.
Oh,
800.
yeah.
What?
You got to like the next one too. The person where the last reveal, you got to like that one, and then that one needs 700 likes apparently,
Okay.
and it's another big one.
Oh, finally! Finally bringing Jen back. Thank you. This is what I want. This is what I'm asking for. People I haven't seen in an effing long time back on our screen that were, troublemakers and getting into, making out with girls and making out with guys and yelling at everybody. Like, I want to see Jen back. Absolutely. Making it to finals, losing fourth. Like, I want to see Jen back. I am happy to see her here. This is a good get.
Yeah. Again, like someone else that like will get nasty and will get in your face. I mean, we haven't seen her in 10 years, but something tells me she's not changed too much. And I still think she's going to be fiery there. So, yeah, I mean, seeing her go up against someone like Kellyanne, Veronica, Melissa, these like big personalities that will argue back. I think it's going to be quite interesting, and I mean even a Nicole. So I'm super pumped to see Jen here. This is why All Stars exists for people like Jen and Frank and Shane. So yeah, those three, Jen, Frank, and Shane, were the three that just really like Davon too, but Davon is obviously newer. But those three just really made me pumped up for the cast. And it took the cast from like a 4 to a 6 for me just from those three alone.
No, it definitely brought things up because I would solely be looking to see what those three people bring to the show. I don't still agree that the cast slaps on a whole, but those three casting choices are excellent. I still could do without the first 6 or 7 people that were put on this season. We could just get rid of them completely, and I'd be pretty much okay with it. So those three casting choice do slap. But the rest of the season, in my opinion, anyways,
Yeah.
I'm really happy to see Jen, though. I can't wait to see what she brings. Thank you for finally listening to us because we've wanted her back for a long time. All right, this is like the pièce de résistance. This is the best of the best.
No, I don't think this is actually a person.
Oh, okay. So that was it.
I
That
think
was
Jen
also
was the last
okay.
one. Yeah.
Random tweet because Jen doesn't tweet. Doesn't connect to the thread without it.
Mm.
Okay. What does that mean?
Um,
She's not.
I guess like unless there was a tweet after, then it wouldn't be part of the thread.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it for now. So again, that's 17 women and 11 men. So obviously there's going to be some changes there. I think if we're looking at potential alternates, I'm looking at like maybe like Ashley K as an alternate. Um, maybe even like Sylvia as an alternate. I don't think like
Sylvia's been on All Stars before, though, so I can see them bringing her again.
well, there's gonna have to be some. They're not gonna make like Anissa or Nani an alternate. I don't think like Jen is being put as an alternate. There's just no way. Davon is not an alternate. Um, so unless it's just a big cast and maybe they have like a 30-person cast, which
Maybe it starts
seems
off
like a
with like a
lot.
gigantic purge. Maybe.
Well, so I guess if it is rivals, every week is going to be 2 people getting eliminated. So it wouldn't be that weird to have it be larger, considering we're going to lose 2 people every episode because it would be eliminations as pairs. So yeah, maybe it's just a bigger cast there and not too many alternates. But the big reveal that's to come, I assume that it's going to be for a number of reasons. I assume it's going to be Ashley Mitchell. Um, and reason I think Ashley is one, Shane is on the cast, so we know that some of these bands are not everlasting. Two, Amanda tweeted saying that she wishes that she didn't turn down this season and that some of her friends like didn't tell her that they were going on, which obviously was alluding to Shane being one. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the other one is going to be, I mean, Sylvia, and then also Ashley Mitchell, I think is the third. Plus, Gamer's been tweeting saying that it was someone that that Gamer previously said was not on the cast, and it's one of her absolute favorites, which I believe narrows it down to either Marie, Ashley, or Svetlana. And I just think, all things considered, Ashley is going to be the one that makes the most sense here,
Mm-hmm.
because that would be a reason why Amanda would regret not doing the season. Um, so my money is on Ashley here. Although Svetlana would be fun. Marie would be really fun. I just think it's the return of Ashley, and that's what we're gonna get in the next couple hours.
That's pretty big news for sure. Who would her rival be?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot. It could be Anissa. It um, could be I guess Fessy. Um, I doubt that. Let's see, who else do we have in this cast that it could be?
Someone say like maybe they'll add Hunter, so Hunter could be a rival.
Yeah, we definitely need more men on the cast. So it could be Devin, I guess. Um, I don't know. At the end of the day, if you can get Ashley on, like you can figure out her rival later. We're definitely missing a few men, so maybe it is Hunter.
Ashley's could be Nicole. I don't remember. Hunter will drop if he sees Ashley. Depends on how much
No,
money he's
I don't
been
think
making.
so. They did a season together after that, anyways. They did War of the Worlds together.
Fernando says, sad we have to wait until, I guess, next year for the season. Season 40 is going to air for like 6 months. That is true. It'll be airing at around this time, I would assume, right?
I think season 40 is supposed to air in August,
No,
start
I'm
in
saying season
August.
5
So
will be airing around this time
yeah,
next year. No?
probably. Hopefully they don't make us wait like a year and a half like All Stars 4 did.
No, 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 no. No, they wouldn't do that again. No. Probably would, though. Wow. Okay. So, is there any other tea along with this cast that we need to know about before we end our chat here today? Um,
No, I think as of now, it's just we're gonna have to wait for the final cast. Like, there's definitely gonna be a few more men added. There's gonna be at least one more like big woman added. I'm thinking Ashley, but once I find out, I'll be honestly like right now it's like a 6 for me. If Ashley is on this cast, it bumps it up to a 7.5 for me. Like that's how big Ashley is.
7.5. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and as of now, I'm just praying that they don't come for the 5 or 6 people that I really care about here. Um, I swear to God, if like Devin and Anissa and Nani just come for my favorites, I am gonna lose my shit.
You know what? So that's what they're there to do, right?
Yeah, because they know, like they're not dumb. Like they know who the fans like, and they want the fans to like them. So if they just come for all the fan favorites, I'm gonna be so pissed, and I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. So I hope all these people band together and they take out Devin and Anissa and the youngins.
Matt. Hi, Matt. Sorry. God. I cut you off.
No,
What's my.
that's about it. So we'll get some more info soon. And honestly, I would imagine by the end of the weekend, we have the full cast, including alternates there.
Well, let's just get everybody to do it right now before we get off. I would love to just see the cast, the full cast, or like the next two major names, or one, or however many. Please, please. We're just doing one last refresh, just
Yeah,
to see.
nothing,
You're just like,
nothing there yet. It'll come
all
soon.
right.
It'll be there soon. So everyone, just be on the lookout on Twitter. You'll be able to find out the big drop, whether it's Marie or Ashley or Svetlana, maybe Latoya.
Frank just passed 900. Okay, that's good. And then what? Just Shane has to get up there too.
Yeah, and Jen has to hit 700, so it's close.
Jen, what was she was at? She was already there. No, Shane's at 867. And Jen is at 719. Should be dropped, right? Or they all have to. What were the numbers?
I don't know. Yeah, it should be. It'll be dropped soon.
I just wanted
Gamer
to
likes
do
to
it
play
live.
with
It would have been
everyone.
fun. It would have been fun. And that's
I know.
it.
I wanted to see like this big person's picture pop up and me just like have the biggest grin on my face like mid conversation.
And then it's like
Um,
bananas. Sorry. I know you
oh,
just throw your.
no, I don't think it's gonna be bananas. Bananas would have been dropped like at the same time as like Nani and Anissa, CT, like all the obvious people that are just on every season.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Matthew, for jumping on this live with me to go through this. I guess it's still a speculated cast until we get their official photos, or they're like actually in front of TJ. They may be dropped, or things might be shuffled around and changed. But this looks pretty decently official so far. So I guess I give it. I'm not as plus as it as you are. I'm going to give it a 5.5 at this point. I do, as I said, like those three people. I do think there's quite a few people that deserve to be on the cast, but the people that I don't feel deserve to be on the cast, I feel is really weighing it down for me. And I'm worried that they will have too much power because they're strong, they're young, and that they might be able to take out the people that I am here for. So until the season starts and my mind has been changed, I still have to go pretty low on this season so far. So 5.5 is what I give it. You're at 6.5, and it can go up to 7.5 if Ashley Mitchell's on it, and I can bump it
I'm
up.
I'm at 6 now, but Ashley would
6.
bump it up to 7.5.
Oh, 6. Okay, I think you're at 6.5. Okay, 6. Okay.
Yeah, I think for me, like The problem for me isn't so much just that they have these, like, young people on. That's like, that sucks, but, like, I can live with that. The issue for me is some of the, like, older people that are on are also just people that are on every season.
Yeah,
So it's like,
exactly.
if you're gonna have both new people and then old people that are on every season, it's, not super fun. I think Chantel's gone, but, like, to me, it's, like, more the, like, Nani's and the Anisas, even, like, the John A's, where
Sorry.
we get them so much that, it's kinda rubs me the wrong way, and, that's what's kinda dragging it down, and then also, some of the people that we haven't got in a while, like the Ashley K's and JG's and the Sams, like, they're not super exciting to me, Dario,
It's
so it's kinda just,
okay.
like, whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's very top heavy, this cast. There's like 5, 6 people that I love, and then there's a lot of people that are just whatever, and then there's some people that are just like, "Oh, really
No.
them again?" So, yeah, it's, not very consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it's an all-stars cast. I don't know what it feels like, but, like, it doesn't feel like all-star. It also doesn't really feel like, 41. It's just very strange. Strange
Yeah,
casting.
it's very miscellaneous, group of people here.
We'll see how it goes. I'm sure you, Matthew, will be posting your feelings towards this person that's dropped. So everybody, make sure that you follow Matthew so you can hear all of his top tea when it has to do with the challenge. Do you have anything going on, Matthew? Do you want to share with the peoples?
Nope, nothing, nothing really. Just, hanging out and, happy long weekend to any American friends out there. But yeah, nothing really. Just, I'll be waiting anxiously for this, and, we got some good challenge coming with the end of All Stars 4 and season 40 just around the corner.
Just around the corner. And so, actually, I wanted to ask you, Matthew, how are you with impersonations?
Not great, really. I'm
Because,
not,
okay,
not my strong suit.
so yesterday, everybody, please make sure that you take a listen or a watch to. I talked with Drew and Fanta. We're both able to come on to recap last week's episode of the challenge. So listen to that. But through in that recap, Drew was doing some impersonations of Nicole. We know Fanta does impersonations of Melissa. I think Michelle does a couple impersonations. So I was thinking that maybe as an mid-season or like between season pod to do like an improv like as the challengers or different challengers, so you pick maybe like a challenger name and like something that they have to do, so some sort of charade type things as challengers. So that's what I was suggesting or toying with. And so you don't necessarily have to be good at an impersonation, but maybe start thinking of how you could do some so we can play this game. How do you feel?
That's a no for me. I will gladly listen in the audience, but no, I do not want to embarrass myself with horrible impersonations. If you want to do like a trivia type of thing, or if Drew does one of those trivias, I know he does those in the off season. I'm happy to hop on there, but yeah, impersonations, I will be a spectator only.
Okay, okay. Well, I just
Or if
was
you need
throwing
someone
it
to
out there.
judge and just be that, I'll happily judge, but I will not be doing the impersonations.
Okay, okay. Could it be Teresa, lastly, before we get out of
Uh,
here?
It could be. I believe Teresa had a medical reason why she's not doing the
I
show. She
did
had,
hear
like,
that.
neck surgery, so I'd be pretty surprised.
All right. Well, thank you again, Matthew. Thank you again, everybody here in the chat, for popping on this emergency pod. And I guess we'll see you sometimes next week to talk about the next episode of the Challenge All Stars 4. Bye, everybody. Happy